Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my world, which is the House of Nightmares. Let's begin. Alright you guys, so in today's video we're gonna be talking about a topic that I feel like it's already been so exhausting to talk about. It has been 3 years and we're just gonna talk about it. So my Instagram was blowing up. I keep just getting message after message after message, and every time that happens I know that it is something related to like big news, whether it's Neca, whether it's Tricky Tree Studios. Every time my Instagram blows up, it's something important. And I guess it was. So a lot of you guys were sending me messages, and a lot of these messages were pictures of, I guess Neca has come out with more pictures of the upcoming Chucky doll and Tiffany doll. So they were at the San Diego Comic Con, and I'm assuming they had these dolls in their booth. Now I don't know who to credit these pictures to, because literally everybody sent me the same exact picture. And so we have a picture of Tiffany, we have a picture of Chucky, and then we have obviously a picture of both of them together. And I was reading some comments. A lot of people like them and a lot of people actually don't. So it has been 3 years, and I feel like every single time we talk about Neca and the life-size Chucky doll, every time we say something like we're still waiting, Neca seems to just do something to shut us up. And it seems like they're doing it again. Now this topic is just so draining and so, like, I don't know, I feel like this topic is just over talked already. I feel like this is nothing new. So if you guys remember, Neca first announced, hey, we're gonna do life-size Chucky dolls, and we were all excited, like, yes, finally we're gonna have more life-size Chucky dolls. And then they took forever to kind of announce more details on these Chucky dolls. So then they released the silicone dolls to kind of give us an idea of what they're gonna look like, right? And everybody was excited. We were all like, whoa, if they're gonna look like this, it's gonna be crazy. And everybody was like, well, they're not gonna look like that because these are silicone dolls, and they're not gonna mass produce silicone dolls for $450. That's just not reality. So then they went on for a couple of more months without saying anything, and then once we started complaining about it, then they released the prototype plastic bodies that we saw from Tiffany and Chucky, and that kind of kept us quiet for a moment. And then again they went like a whole year without saying anything, and then we started complaining about it, and then that's when they released the dolls in their boxes. We had Chucky in the yellow box, and then we had Tiffany in her Bad Gals box. So all of this is pretty much prototypes. It's just not final, not final, not final. Like every single picture you find or that Neca puts out is just always not final. It looks like it's completed, it looks like it's final, but it's not final. I don't know why, but it says not final. So then just a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, we again started complaining, saying it's been so long, it's been 2 years, it's been 3 years. And a lot of people who pre-ordered these dolls were the ones who were pretty much saying like, hey, what's going on? You guys have our money, we want answers. We have questions and we want answers. And here we are. They released these new pictures at the San Diego Comic Con, and it just seems like, I feel like this is just another tactic to kind of keep us quiet and like stop complaining. They're coming, and that's exactly what we're probably gonna do, not complain again for another 6, 7, 8 months, and then they won't be released until like next year or so. I don't know, I could be wrong, I might be just pushing it, but it has been 3 years. Now I didn't pre-order these, so I'm not really that mad or upset, because that's kind of giving me time to save up for these dolls. But a lot of people who have pre-ordered them are the ones who are kind of like over it at this point. So looking at the pictures, if you see the picture with Chucky and Tiffany together, if you look at the bottom picture, it says not final. Again, it's just not final. It's been 3 years. What is it that is not final about it? To me personally, they look good. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do like how the dolls look. I have been reading a lot of comments that people said they don't like the hair. It's been a lot of comments about the hair, but I feel like the hair, you can always tease it. You can always manipulate it to make it look as good as you want it to look. But personally, just by looking at these dolls, if this is what the final product is going to look like, which is not final, I would be happy. $450 and you're gonna get something that looks like this. Honestly, I would be happy. I would not complain about this, because these dolls, to me, they do look good. Now, another thing that I've been reading is that a lot of people don't like the size of the hands. A lot of people are saying that the hands on the Tiffany doll look way too big, too manly. And yes, they do look big, but you also got to remember that these dolls are supposed to be dolls that are going to be able to hold weapons in their hands. So I don't know if that is one of the reasons why they look big, is because you're going to be able to pose them with weapons and they have to make them a little bit big, and that's why they look big. I don't know, that's just my educated guess. But again, for the price and for it to be from Neca, I do like these dolls. I do like how they look. If this is what you're getting in the mail, if this is what we're gonna get in person and they look like this, then I wouldn't be too mad or too concerned, because I don't really see anything wrong with it except for maybe the hands. But the hair, you can always tease the hair. You can always adjust something to it, and a lot of people always say, well, I shouldn't have to do anything to it to make it perfect. That's true, but I do see a lot of you Chucky fans that like to customize your Chucky dolls. Even the Trick or Treat Studio ones, they're, you know, they're not cheap, they're affordable, but a lot of people still customize these dolls. And hey, by all means, you have the right to do that. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe the only thing I could just complain about about Neca and their Chucky dolls is just the timing. I feel like the timing is just, they taking too long. It's been 3 years and we're finally getting another picture of the dolls of how they look on display, but yet we're getting them with not final. And to me, it seems like just another tactic to just pretty much tell us to just shut up. That's pretty much what I feel like Neca's doing. Like, okay, they're complaining again, so let's show them something. Here you go, another picture. Woohoo, we're excited. We're not excited. So I don't know, you guys. I do gotta say, they don't look as good as the ones that they first showed us in the beginning when they first announced this. They don't look as good as the ones made out of silicone. And I mean, that's kind of obvious. If you put both pictures side to side, the Tiffany one from the first time, it looks a lot better than the one that they have now. But I honestly like the Chucky that they came out with now than the one from the first time. I think the one from the first time, he looks a little bit cockeyed. Like, I feel like his eye is just a little bit like too slanted to the side. I don't know, but personally, I'll just still be patiently waiting for these dolls. They don't look bad. I personally do like the way that they look. They don't look horrible. They don't look bad. Yes, it has been too long. It's been 3 years. I think it's time to just finally release them. If you still go to the websites to pre-order these, they still do have pre-orders, and it says shipping in July, shipping in August, shipping in September. So you really just don't know when these dolls are gonna start shipping. If you pre-order them, you're probably gonna get an email from Neca telling you, like, guess what, we're gonna start shipping these days. I didn't pre-order that, so I probably won't see that email. I'll probably see that email because you guys will probably send it to me. I appreciate it. But yeah, as far as how these dolls look right here in this picture, even though it says not final, and I mean, they should be final, just looking at these pictures, I like the dolls. I think the dolls look good. If they were on sale or shipping out tomorrow, yeah, I would be more than happy to put my order to get them because they look good. I think in this collection with the Trick or Treat Studio ones, these dolls are going to just look crazy. They're gonna look insane, and yeah, that's all I can say. Is that the only thing disappointing about this is just the timing. It's been 3 years and we're just barely getting this. You know, they did show us the pictures with them in the boxes, and I'm just curious as to why they didn't show off the boxes at this Comic-Con. I mean, Comic-Con is a big deal, so the fact that they didn't even show the boxes at the San Diego Comic-Con, it's a little concerning because you guys already had them. Even though it was not final, you had them. So if the dolls are not final and the boxes are not final, then you should have just brought the boxes together at the San Diego Comic-Con with these dolls. They're not final, right? The dolls are not final, so the boxes are not final, so just bring them. That's just how I feel. I feel like the only thing disappointing to me, in my opinion, is just that it's just taking too long. And I feel like they've just been dragging this for a very long time, and I just don't know why. I really just don't know why. And it's just disappointing that you finally bring them to Comic-Con and it's still not final. I just don't know. I don't know, you guys. But as a Chucky fan and as a Neca fan, I do love Neca. I don't want this video to be just really negative, bashing Neca, because Neca does have really good products. And I'm not here bashing Neca. I'm just saying, Neca, it's a little bit disappointing because it's been 3 years. We've been patiently waiting and we will continue to patiently wait for you. But I would really like to know what you guys think about these dolls, especially if you pre-order them and you're still waiting, because I know a lot of people pre-order them and then they got a refund. But if you pre-order them and you still have your pre-order, how do you feel about these dolls? Seeing them for the first time, I guess, even though it says not final, how do you feel about what you're possibly going to get when they're finally shipping them to you? That's what I want to know for the people who pre-order them. For people like us who haven't pre-ordered them, I gotta say, I like them. When they're out, and when they're out, I'll most likely place my order. I really like that Tiffany. Not gonna lie, I'll probably get Tiffany over Chucky first. I'll probably get Tiffany first, then Chucky, because I don't have Tiffany. And I don't feel like Tiffany gets a lot of love. So, as always, let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments down below, because I really am curious about this. I feel like this conversation is just like, we just keep talking about this. Just keep talking about it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments down below. If you're new to my channel, stick around. If you're into Chucky, if you're into horror, if you're into Halloween, whatever it is, stick around, click that subscribe button, because I would love to have you part of the horror team. It's time to get spooky. Let's get spooky, because Halloween is literally right around the corner. But yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I will see you on the next one. Bye.